Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing top 5 fragrances that you can wear this fall. You know, you know what, let's scratch that. When I do a top 5 because it changes often for me and there's just so many options to choose from depending on your personal preference. Okay, so look at my manners. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and join this happy family. And if you are a returnee, I know I've been gone for so long. I have missed you guys, and welcome back. And I cannot wait to read your comments and your list of top fragrances that we should be wearing this fall. But here's mine, okay? So let's jump right into it. And we're starting off big, okay? So the first fragrance that we're going to be discussing today is Clive Christian X for her. Ah, this is for the boss chick, the elegant lady, the sophisticated woman. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. It's long lasting. There's some fragrances that hug you, there's others that linger, and then there's fragrances and scents that leave a trail. She leaves a trail, she turns heads, and I absolutely love this fragrance. Personally, I just spray 4. So it's not like I don't get so many compliments wearing this fragrance, but I do know others that spray a lot more, and literally it turns heads to the extent that I had to get it. Some notes in here are peach, rhubarb. It's also a very spicy fragrance. It's woody. It's considered to be a floral chypre fragrance. It is absolutely beautiful and awesome for the season. So if you're interested in that, this is Clive Christian X for ladies. There's also a Clive Christian X for men. So if you're a guy, a man, and you want to check it out, the notes are similar, obviously with some slight changes. So definitely check that out. It is beautiful. It's long lasting, and it's it's one that you absolutely need to at least get your nose on. It's not a safe blind buy, and it's a very expensive fragrance, so I do recommend that you go to your nearest department store or boutique and check that out. Next on the list, we are staying in the fragrance house. This is also Clive Christian Blonde Amber. I love Blonde Amber. This is a unisex fragrance, a true unisex fragrance. There's some unisex fragrances that they say it's unisex, but you're like, that's definitely a more feminine fragrance, or that's definitely a masculine fragrance. But Blonde Amber, I would say, is unisex. For the ladies, it's not like a sweet fragrance. It's not fruity. It is very assertive. There's bitter orange, a bitter orange note. There's also tobacco and a white tobacco note in here. But it's absolutely beautiful. It's assertive, it's spicy, and I like to say that this is, if you're a fan of the Labo Santal 33, I think this is, that fragrance is assertive older brother that takes no mess. It is that type of fragrance. It's long lasting. It's actually hard to find now, so it's not a fragrance that is always in stock. So if you're interested, you definitely have to move fast on it. But it's an absolute beautiful fragrance, and I enjoy it a lot. It's clean, it's assertive, it's not fruity, it's not like I'm not here to play with you. It's that type of fragrance. Like, you're gonna notice that I'm there, you're gonna respect me, but I'm not your friend. Okay, the other fragrances, like, they could be your friend, but when you wear this, just know that this person means business. So this is, Clive Christian Blonde Amber. Okay, so now we're going into a different fragrance house. Parfums de Marly Meliora is another fragrance I do recommend for this season. Some say that it is unisex. I think this is one of those fragrances that leans feminine. It is a very light and airy fragrance. It's very fruity, has a lot of red fruity notes in it. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely recommend. And it has a beautiful raspberry note. I love this fragrance. To be fair, although it's great alone, I layer this fragrance. So if I have a perfume, for those who have been following me for a while, I'm a huge proponent. I totally support layering fragrances for a unique approach to the fragrance. I don't love to smell like everyone else. I mean, despite the fact that most fragrances won't smell identical, to, let's say you have a friend that sprays it, because everyone's body composition is different. I've talked about this at length, but I definitely love to layer this to create more of a signature, scent. But this is such a beautiful fragrance. It's light. It's fruity. It's a very pleasant fragrance. It's a very pretty fragrance. If you're interested in that type of fragrance, I do recommend that you check out Meliora by Parfums de Marly. And look at the detail on the cap. I mean, this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so moving on to one of my favorite fragrance houses based in Istanbul, Turkey, Nishane. I did a video, just discussing the newest, the X collection, and while discussing the X collection, I did mention Ani, and how that is one of my absolute favorite fragrance from that perfume house. In fact, I would put it in my top 3. Like, it is gorgeous. That fragrance is very unisex. It's just to create an example or an idea. Like, if you love lemon pound cake or the smell of it, it is like that, but more elevated. So it's such a beautiful, spicy vanilla fragrance. And if you're interested in that, if you love vanilla, I think that would be a great fragrance for you to use this fall. It's long lasting, it's unisex, and it's like genuinely unisex. So men can wear it well, women can wear it well. So Nishane did something interesting. They did come out with the X collection, to answer some of the, the questions that some people had about the previous collection. So some people felt like Ani was too strong. Ani was too spicy. Ani was last too long. Ani is not wearable throughout the day. Ani, like, they had so many, different criticisms of Ani. I mean, I love Ani as is, right? So I was just like, I need to try out Ani X. So Ani X is actually a more, I would say, wearable alternative to Ani. So this is a lot fruitier, it's lighter, and it's something that you could wear throughout the day. But yeah, I recommend both for the fall. And they're both, oh wow, they're both they're both unisex fragrances, so both men and women can really rock this fall, and rock it well with full confidence. It is a very beautiful and unique fragrance. So if you're interested in that, I would say check it out. Like I did say, it does have beautiful vanilla notes. It has cardamom in it as well, patchouli, vanilla. I mean, and the way that they approach vanilla is very unique. So if you're interested in that, I recommend Ani and Ani X this fall. Okay, so now we're going to one of my absolute favorites. I mean, this fragrance is very nostalgic for me. It is beautiful. It is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. This fragrance has caramel notes. It has grape notes. It has apple notes. I mean, it is beautiful. It lasts all day. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, and it makes others feel the same way. It is, like I did say, it's long lasting. It literally lasts all day. It leaves a trail. It hugs you. It lingers. It does everything I mentioned before. And it is the least expensive of all the fragrances I've mentioned thus far. And you really get a bang for your buck. I mean, this is a 3.4 ounce bottle. I love it. You could wear it in fall. You could wear it in winter. You could wear it all year round. It's just an absolute beautiful fragrance. And this is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. They say this is unisex, but personally, I wouldn't like my man smelling like this. This is for me, okay? This is not one of those that we share. This is all mine, okay? But if you're interested, I would say, and I highly recommend that you try Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. It's affordable. It's beautiful. Lasts all day. You get a bang for your buck. It's beautiful. That's all I could say. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a safe blind buy, but it was a blind buy for me, and I have no regrets. I absolutely love it. Okay, moving on to another fragrance that I love so much, which is Tribeca by Bond number 9. So this fragrance is in a league of its own. I mean, if you love Baccarat Rouge 540, if you love Baccarat Rouge 540 X Straight by MFK, I think you're gonna like this fragrance. It is a creamier approach to that. I mean, it does have a beautiful hazelnut notes. It has caramel in it. At least on my skin, it literally gives me Baccarat Rouge 540 you know, and the X Straight vibes. So this is one of those fragrances that you have to try and experience on your own. I mean, this is a unisex fragrance. Both men and women can wear this fragrance. It's long lasting. Like I said, it's a creamier version of Baccarat Rouge in my opinion. And you get a great bang for your buck. I mean, you know, we know the cost of the 2.5 ounce bottle of Baccarat Rouge. I mean, this is a 3.3 fluid ounce bottle, and you definitely get more out of it than that fragrance. So I also recommend Tribeca by Bond Number 9. Okay, and so since we're talking about MFK, you know, obviously Baccarat Rouge 540 X-Ray is a great addition, or a great recommendation for the fall. Personally, I think it's a fragrance you could wear all year round. I don't think it's, you know, it does, you know, it performs a lot better in the fall, or it's special for the fall or for winter. A lot of these fragrances that I'm discussing here, like, they perform very well in the fall and winter, colder weather, beautiful wind blowing, and like it just performs beautifully. So that's why I wouldn't, you know, put that on my list, honestly. So, but these fragrances from the collection, from MFK, I would definitely put on the list. And the first one we're going to discuss is Grand Soir by MFK. I mean, this is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. I ended up getting a full bottle. This is from the Discovery set. It has honey in it. It also has incense. It's long lasting. It's one of those fragrances that turns heads. I personally, this is a pro tip, I love to layer this with Casablanca. Okay, so it has amber in it. It's such a lovely fragrance. Like I said, it's unisex. Both men and women can wear it. This is another one of those that you have to try. On my skin, the honey rose note that's in here is what is prominent. And I had someone else try it. On their skin, the incense was prominent, so they weren't really a fan of this fragrance. But for me, because of that honey, that beautiful rose honey note, I absolutely love this. So this is, you know, another recommendation for you all for this fall. That's Grand Soir by MFK. Also by MFK, it's Satin Mood. I know a lot of people love this fragrance. It has oud in it, obviously, benzoin, just like this also has benzoin. And it's just an awesome fragrance. It's long lasting. I personally prefer to wear this at night. This is not something I would wear during the day. This is a great date night fragrance for me. But there are folks that will love to wear this during the day. But it's, you know, from what I've seen also in the, you know, fragrance community, this can be interchangeable. It's just based on your personal preference. I prefer Grand Soir. You know, some may prefer Satin Mood. Either way, they're both great fragrances that you can wear this fall. Okay, so that concludes this video. We're going to continue on because there are so many fragrances that I think and I could recommend for you all to, you know, rock this fall. Some you could rock into all the way to the winter. Okay, but we're going to stop here. The next video I'll do is the designer edition of this. There's some awesome designer fragrances that you could wear this fall as well. So down below in the comments, you know how we do. Please let me know if you agree with my choices, which ones you love the most, which ones are you wearing right now, and also if there's something that's not on this list, what are fragrances that you believe should be worn in fall? Okay, let me know in the comment section. You know I'll be checking, you know I'll be commenting. See you next time, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.